following the steps to achieve a relaxed concentration and focus, ensuring the head, neck, and back are in a single line. Keeping the external world outside, consciously granting the freedom to be for the world that is often internalized in the form of parents, loved ones, to be what it is. Then bringing the focus on the breath. And noticing that right now there is indeed nothing to do, nowhere else to be, here and now. Breathing happens. I just watch. And if the mind strays to some other thought, it's okay. I bring it back gently, repeatedly. What is Bhagavan, Ishvara. This is how it is. Gently focusing on the body, placing the focus on the body. This is how the body is. So many things I cannot change, at least permanently. Height, general weight, color of skin, etc. Blood group. This is how it is. Body subject to disease, affliction. It is how it is. Those afflictions can be cured sometimes with the help of medicines, etc. It is how it is. It is what it is. What is Ishvara. It is how it is because it can't be what it is not. Mind, it is how it is. Now here, now there, now apparently everywhere. Now focused, now distracted. It is how it is. It is what it is. The ability to train the mind is there. That is how it is. The ability to get distracted again is also there. It is what it is. What is Ishvara. My preferences, my prejudices, it is what it is. That I can train the mind to suspend these preferences, prejudices, raga, dvesha, Ishvara. And there are some core raga dveshas very difficult to train. That too, Ishvara. In Sanskrit, instead of using a long phrase, it is what it is, have one indeclinable word, Namaha. Salutations. Surrender to what is, because right now it cannot be changed. Namaha is not a simple word. It's a word that is used for contemplation, nididhyasana. Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om. To the things in my life that do not go my way. Namaha. I offer it up in the form of a prayer. Namaha. I acknowledge my helplessness in trying to change people, situation, events, or things in my life. Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha. I recognize in myself the frustration of not being able to change the things that I would like to. Namo Namaha. Om Namaha. Namo Namaha. Om Namaha. Namo Namaha. Om Namaha. Namo 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 Namaha. Namaha is not just an expression of helplessness. It is wisdom born of surrender. Surrender to what? Surrender to what is. In the short term, it's a form of diffusing the situation. And when the meaning of Namaha is internalized, it is jnanam, self-knowledge. To all the people in the world who I think are inimical to me, including bugs, viruses, etc. Namo Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namaha, Om Namaha. To my reactivity, my anger, my resistance, my fears, my unwillingness. Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namaha, Namo Namaha, Namo Namaha. When I recognize that something is beyond reach, I'm in a place of Namaha, acceptance. When I accept that something is away from me because it is how it is, there is no frustration. And if there is some longing left behind, you can always pray. To the global situation full of strife, injustice, hunger, thirst, fear, disease, death. Namo Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namaha, Om Namaha, Namo Namo. Namaha is not just an important prayer, a one word prayer. It is also a balm on the heart. The more it is repeated, the more healing it brings. Namaha is seeking help. Namaha, learning to accept. Namaha, disarming oneself from holding up all kinds of weaponry against the Jagat, against other jivas, against the Lord, Goddess. Namaha, I settle down deep in my heart. Namaha, I let the personality with all the raga dveshas merge into the person, Ishvara. The personality is already merged, but I make a conscious point to acknowledge that. I'm one with Ishvara. Namaha. Each Namaha brings me a step closer. Om Namaha. Om Namaha. Om Namaha. Namo Namaha. Namo Namaha. Om Namaha. Namo Namaha. Om Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We finished mantra 10? Not yet. No, we haven't finished it. We just finished the Dhyana Shloka, where it says fear of the government and all, it takes away. Okay? Yeah. And perhaps it is pertinent right now with everything that is going on. There's always some serendipity in these things. So, this is what we have to do. Yeah. We chant the Dhyana Shloka also, since we are studying the mantra. Mangalayatanam devam yuvanamati sundaram dhyayedvanacharakaram agachantam pinakinam. So we, invite Bhagavan in the form of the one with a spear and wearing a hunter's dress, leaping out of the bushes. And, to take away our papas. That's what it is. To take away all that, we visualize and, coming towards us. This is because it takes away the fear of all kinds of, what is that? Authority figures and what is that? Fear of death, fear of thugs, etc. So that is what the thing is, thieves. So this is the mantra, and doesn't say how many times to chant it. So so no need to chant this 5,000 times. So now, Medhushtava Shivatava Shivor Naha Sumana Bhava. Naha to us, Bhava become what? Sumanaha Bhava. Why are you just having an angry face all the time? It must be tiring. All the time, you're just completely tired and you're just angry at everybody. This one is not following dharma. This one did not follow dharma in the last life. How pressured you must be. Now I'm giving you an invitation. Please smile, smile. That, what is that? That emoji. Smile emoji. Oh, come on. It's not that hard. Only 18 muscles on the face it uses. Whereas to frown, it takes 27 muscles. Yeah. So 9 muscles you can save if you smile. Instead of just furrowing your brow all the time and looking very serious. There was one, what is that? There was one Swami who Puja Swamiji had invited to one international conference. And he was regarded very, very famous and very, hierarchically high up Swami. And so from this tradition, which saw him as Kala Bhairava, the Lord of Time. and my job at that time was to take photos, write reports, and help with this conference. And then I took photos of all the invitees smiling. Once or the other they did smile, and especially when they were around Puja Swamiji, it was impossible not to smile. Except this one gentle Swami. Always, And then he had a few followers that came with him. And then I asked him, your Swami never smiles. He's Kala Bhairava. I said, so what? So what if he's Kala Bhairava? Then I said, I have to take some extreme measures. So I went to Puja Swamiji and I said, he's the only one who's not smiling, Swamiji. And Swamiji loved challenges like this. And Swamiji said, today itself I'll make him smile. And he did. Of course, it was not a ha 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 laugh. It was a smile. A small, perhaps reluctant, but nonetheless a smile. So these Rudra types are this is to tell you that tradition itself is a non-smiling tradition. Very serious, because here you are tasked with, as Rudra, one is tasked, Ishvara, in the form of a giver of karma phala. It's just nothing funny about it, what is that? This person killed their mother in the last life. I mean, what is so funny about it? Nothing. And they are having something come in their own karma phala. So there is nothing to smile about, because karma phala is what? time bound, and there is a certain way it has to be delivered, and then there's nothing, you can't sort of joke around it, ha ha ha, death is coming to your body, you cannot say that. And so like this, it is a serious affair. So the Rudras are all Rudras means many Rudras, many forms of Bhagavan here. And in the 11th Anuvaka will be, as though one Rudra was not enough, a tryst with one Rudra will be introduced to thousands of them. And just to tell you, sneak preview for tomorrow. And so, so these Rudras are all, serious fellows. No jest, no laughter, all very, very, nothing to joke around. Serious persons. And also, they are, the Shiva is also seen as auspicious. And, there is some way in which that, there is destruction of papa on the surface level. Example, karma phala. All the papas are destroyed. And why are the papas destroyed? And because again, one's own karma. And one's own karma, praying for the papas to go, the papas are destroyed. In the process of exhausting karma phala, the papas are destroyed. And then when the papas are destroyed, the person becomes ready for what? Self-knowledge. So then that is also a serious affair. Self-knowledge is not, there's nothing ha-ha, who in the, in the beginning we make some jokes, because we want everybody to have a good time. So, but the pursuit itself is serious. It's a serious pursuit. It's not like, here today, gone tomorrow pursuit. And so therefore, that's another reason why Shiva is seen as a serious meditative person. So here, the invocation is, we are forgetting all those things. And we are saying, hey Shiva, hey Rudra, you are what? You are the most auspicious one. Shivatama. And why are you Shivatama? Because you blessed me with Antakarana Shuddhi. That is why. Your purity is of no use to me if I am just to look and admire it. What will I get out of nothing? Big deal, It's like showing you something you cannot afford. Yeah. Here is a diamond necklace. See how it shines? Go away, you feel like telling them, because you can't have it. Can I touch it? No, you can't even touch it. Can I take a selfie with it on? No. Then what can I do? Just look at it from far. Big deal, who's interested in that? It's your necklace, keep it, Hang it around your neck. Don't try to, instigate in me a desire for something that is not meant to be. But here, Shiva is you. Correct? Shiva is you. That's why we have the mantra Shivoham, Shivoham, Chidananda Rupaha, Shivoham, Shivoham. So that is what it is. So then that means Shiva is you, and Shiva means pure, auspicious. And so we invoke that auspiciousness in Bhagavan. We invoke that so that my antahkarana, what is my antahkarana? My inner instrument. Antaha, inner, karana, means through which I think, means through which become the thoughts before, prior to action. All these things. This is all antahkarana. The emoting mind, the thinking mind, the vacillating mind, the mind that is steady, which is known as buddhi, ahankara, all these, all these constitute the antahkarana. And the antahkarana usually is very, very busy doing what? Finding fault. I didn't get this. I got too much of this. I want that. No, I don't want that. I want this. I changed my mind. Then how come when, not satisfied with thinking about oneself, then slowly the eyes go out, ears go out. Are they talking about me? What are they saying? And what are they doing over there? How come I don't get to have fun? How come these people are having fun? Why did I choose to be a moksha? Why could I have not been, doing all the other things like this? This is where the antahkarana is busy. It is busy blaming everyone else. Then afterwards, in the dead of the night, the whole day goes, and in the night you're in your room by yourself, and then the finger comes home and starts to blame the self. I am no good. If only I had been a little more circumspect. If only I had not done this. Oh, I should have done that. Should have, would have, would have. Kimaham papamakaravamKimaham sadhuna karavam. Why didn't I do this right thing? Why did I do the wrong thing? Taittiriya Upanishad instantly translated for you with swaras. Yeah, this is the lament of an ajnani. And so the antahkarana is a mess. You feel like throwing it away. If it was actually physicalized, you hate it so much. You just dislike the thoughts, and there's no way to stop it. And here in this mantra, you say the sweetest boon giving Varada Vedhashtama means the most sweet, the most, the one who fulfills the most of the desires. Medvas, and then that is with the tamak pratyaya, medhushtama. And, so medhushtama, the one who fulfills the desires, all the boon-giving one, we invoke in you. And then Shivatama, the purest one. It's not like Shiva is purer than this one. There is no comparison, even though it is superlative. It's not that there is a comparison. It means the one who blesses me with that antahkarana shuddhi, which is the most coveted quality for Atma Jnana. Atma Jnana, is what? Is one's, the self-knowledge. And that self-knowledge can be had only when the heart is pure. If the heart is just busy, being given away to various preoccupations and occupations, why didn't I do this? Why did I do that? Why can't I have this? When is this going to happen? Why did this happen? Why did this not happen? And if one is so preoccupied, the knowledge is very shy, and it says, okay, carry on, keep doing what you're doing. Better luck, next life, I'll see you in the next life. You don't want that. And so therefore what? So therefore, you catch hold of that which is all pure like a crystal. No coloration, no discoloration, nothing. And then you look upon that as a possibility, as your own antahkarana, as a possibility later on. So therefore, you are what? Shivatama, yeah. So Shivatama, and he blesses with inner purity. Inner purity brings in what? Happiness, freedom from guilt, hurt, a kind of a relative peace of mind. Because you're not blaming others, you're not blaming yourself. So like this, so Medhushtama, Shivatama, and Shivaha. Shivaha means, Shivaha here means Ashutoshaha, quickly pleased. Quickly pleased. Lord Shiva is like that. You just say, hey Shiva, how are you doing today? Immediately he comes, leaving behind the weaponry. Yeah, that is the whole idea. Immediately he comes, and then, he says, that's why in the Puranas, we have all these stories of Shiva giving boons to Rakshasas, demons. And thankfully, demons in our tradition are not devil or devil without a D in front of it, evil. No devil, no evil. What are they? They are all bhaktas gone wrong. Bhaktas with a hubris. Too much, what is that, Too many complexes. Too much ego. And like Hiranyakashipu, etc. They were all, devotees, but devotees gone wrong. And to such people, Vedanta is dangerous. You are Bhagavan. And Hiranyakashipu took it literally and, put an injunction to the whole kingdom and said, everybody should worship me. I am Bhagavan. Stupid fellow did not understand that if he is Bhagavan, everyone else is also Bhagavan. And so they were all very, they were all extremely God-fearing kingdom. And always on their lips, Hare Krishna or Om Namo Narayanaya, that is what was on the lips. And then he said, no, the new mantra is Hiranyaya Namaha, not even Om, because Om means Bhagavan. I am the one who is Bhagavan. My name is Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaya Namaha. This is the demons for us. Okay, these are all the demons. And so so these this Shiva means here the one who is who is easily pleased, and he is easily pleased because even these kinds of useless demons he gives bones. Ravana at that time was a bhakta before his hubris started. 10 heads, all confused and so much ego. Even one head we cannot manage. And he had to go through every doorway sideways, And so Ravana goes and says, I want Atmalinga. I want you, basically. You means I want immortality. Okay, have it. And then Vishnu suddenly woke up and said, what are you doing? Oh, they are best of friends. Oh, shouldn't I have given? No, of course not. Don't you see? Yeah, but he sang so nicely. He's a Samavedi, and he stood on one leg, and he was so beautiful, such a lovely bhakta. And Vishnu says, there is no point in talking to you. He quickly changes to the, where he changes his rupa to be a small, brahmachari. He goes as a brahmachari and finds Ravana, ferrets him out in a forest somewhere, making his way back to Sri Lanka from the Himalayas, where he had done this tapas, and he's holding this linga, Shiva linga, which symbolizes what? Immortality. And then he's holding that, and then he's going. He was going, and he says, well, Ravana was a Brahmana. And, the brahmachari is also got the sacred thread, and he says, what? You're not going to take a dip and do your sandhya, your 3-time prayer? Oh boy, don't bother me because I cannot keep this down. Because if I keep this down, the magical powers will go away. It has to be kept down once and for all, where I plan to consecrate the Shiva temple. And if I keep it down somewhere here, then it will just, be right there. Then, he says, don't worry. That's why I have come. I'll hold it. You go nicely. See, such a nice ocean is here. They were on the west coast of India at this time. Such a nice ocean is here. Go bathe, go take a dip, and then say your prayers. I'll be holding it. Are you sure? Yeah, don't worry. Aram se, go. And he goes. And then this boy says, it's too heavy. No, wait, I'm coming back. I need to go to the bathroom. No, wait. I'm coming back. No, I have to eat something. Like this, he just, made such a ruckus on the, near the sea. And then the poor man could scarcely finish his prayers. And he ran back only to find the brahmachari saying, I have already put it down. The blessed thing was so heavy. And of course, Ravana with all his strength tried to pull the Shivalinga. Pull. It grew ears, but it would not come. Go Karna. Yeah, in Karnataka there is a shrine. This is the story. It grew ears because he pulled it, but it would not come out. It's a Shivalinga which has ears, but it would not come out. And then he went dejected, and Vishnu said to Shiva, you owe me one. This is why Shiva is kind of an indiscriminate boon giver. And knowing this, we milk this, we milk this quality by calling him Medhushtama. From Miha Snehane, the one who is so affectionate towards the devotees, who is Shiva, who is easily pleased. Because why? We are not as bad as Ravana. We are not as bad as Hiranyakashipu. Even those fellows got moksha. Even those fellows got some, some boons. And we can definitely get rid of our papas if we are, what is that? If we are surrendered to Bhagavan here. So, Shivaha, and for us, what? Sumana Bhava. Sumanaha Bhava. Sumanaha means, may you be smiling with a good mind. Meaning, good mind, what? Does Bhagavan have a bad mind? No. Bhagavan has your karma on his mind. Here, let me make you forget my karmas because of the wonderful string of garlands in the form of praises that I am singing right now. Let me just give this to you and let me just, keep on, praising you. And so then what happens? Because I want to invoke in you the one who not only gives karma phala, but gives what you gave to Ravana, Atma, the gift of Atma Jnana. So the one who makes me say, Shivoham, I am non-separate from you, that is the one I invoke. That is the one I want. And that is the one I'm, hankering after. So won't you give me a smile? Because I have done such a nice, such a nice invocation here. And then, what else, yeah, so then you made Hushtama Shivatama Shivonna Sumana Bhava. So now, instead of saying keep far away, I'm inviting you, Parame Vrikshe, Vrikshe on top of, Vrikshe tree, Parame top, on the tree top, Ayudham weaponry, Nidhaya keeping. You have all these weapons, and what are the weapons? Yesterday, day before yesterday, we have been discussing your own karma is the weapons. Your own wrong karma is the weapons for Bhagavan. So keep those weapons on top of the trees, out of my sight. So where we cannot see them. And you come down. Okay? Ayudham nidhaya krittim vasana, wearing a tiger skin. Tiger means power. And what is that? Tiger is not only power, it is the conquering of raga and dvesha. They are all bestial qualities, and then the overpowering the bestial qualities is the wearing the tiger skin symbolizes. So then, the one who has self-mastery, the one who has, no raga, no dvesha, self-mastery over raga and dvesha. So, Parame Vriksha Ayudham Nidhaya Krittim Vasana, wearing a tiger skin, Achara. Achara means, Achara means, what is that? Behave. Behave means what? Appropriately. Behave appropriately. How to behave appropriately? Like the person who's coming to give a boon, not a punishment. That's why all the punishing things you keep on the treetop. Parame vrikshe ayudham nidhaya keeping, having kept, and then what else, ayudham, all these weaponry, old age, disease, death, fears, tears, poverty, all these kalushas, everything. You put on top of the tree, corona, put on the top of the tree out of sight. And achara, and then you can hold your, pinakam. Pinakam means the spear. Spear not to go over me, but to protect me. A protective spear you can hold, and tiger skin, meaning come in the form of my Ishtadeva. Ishtadeva. Just like, when I told you this right at the beginning, when we started the classes, just like when, what's his name, Arjuna prayed for the cosmic powers of cosmic vision of the Lord. And then he got frightened because he was not ready. And then and also besides, he was separating himself. And separation always causes anxiety. And so then what did he ask the Lord to do? He asked the Lord to come in a comely way. Shankham, Chakram, and here is your peacock feather, come on, put it in your hair. Here is your flute. Here is your yellow dhoti. I know you like the color yellow, and in fact, I like you in yellow too. So let's just bring on some familiar, wonderful, Krishna moment. And this is not the Krishna I recognize, and I don't want you in this form. And so same thing here, I want Lord Shiva, just like I picture him, with a smiling face and with a tiger skin, smiling face, and with a spear of protection. None of those arrows and bows and all that nonsense. You keep it above. If he says, where I don't know where to put it somewhere on top of a tree. After all, you're a hunter. Stand there and, scout your prey. So therefore, we are the prey, really. And so put it on top of the tree, get down, dust yourself off, and then, and then, and then come. Deep breath. Deep breath means protecting face. With a smiling, protecting face. Agahi, please come. I'm inviting. See, I'm not running away from karma phala. I'm just dressing it up as Atma Jnanam. This is the key. This is the beautiful, this is the way. How to get out of karma phala? One question always comes, whenever I teach. How to get out of karma phala? How to exhaust all the karma phalas? First is you cannot. That which cannot be got out of is called karma phala. Avashyam bhavitvat. Avashyam bhavi means it will definitely happen. This is what is karma phala. You cannot get out of it. So then what's the point of studying? The point of studying is that, the focus on karma and karma phala is all the time overpowering one until one becomes a jignasu, a mumukshu. Mumukshu jignasu means the one who is interested in freedom, the one who is interested in self-knowledge to gain this freedom. And so once that transformation is gone, one has undergone this transformation. Once this transformation has happened, karma stops biting. Yes, karma stops biting. I mean, even if it bites, you don't notice it because you are not asking Bhagavan for small things anymore. You're saying, please give me self-knowledge by which this karma is exhausted. It gets exhausted of following you because what does karma do? Karma sits down and first it is bedazzled. Oh, what is happening? Nothing is happening. I'm following this person and then the person is not even turning back to look at me. Before, always afraid, looking here, there, but now the person is just letting me follow like a shadow. Something is wrong. Indeed, something is wrong. What is wrong? What is wrong is that, the person has shifted from being identified as a karta or a bhokta, as a doer, and then done in by other people's doing. No more karta, no more bhokta. And one is, no more pramata, no more, ER, that suffix ER, thinker, doer, hearer, that ER is not there. And so, if there is no karma, if there is no karta, no doer, then there is no karma. And if there is no karma, there is no karma phala. It's all as though one wakes up to a new reality in this self-knowledge. And, it's almost like if you were sleeping and dreaming that three fellows are chasing you. Let's name them Sanchita, Agami, and Prarabdha. The three forms of karma are chasing you and relentlessly. And you can no longer outrun them. You're just giving up. And then you wake up. And then when you wake up, what happens? You are just, you cannot believe that they did not catch you. And you cannot believe it's a dream. And then finally you understand. Oh my God, it was just a dream. Oh my God, it looked so real. You drink some water. And then what do? You start running again. Never. You go back to bed. There's nothing to be. Why don't you run? Because that was a different reality. Runner gone, running gone, and now you have awakened to the truth that nothing is after me. No one is chasing me. I am not a doer. And that was then, when I was ignorant of the fact that it was a dream. And here too, I am ignorant of the fact that this karma is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. I have to wake up from the nightmare, and waking up from the nightmare is inviting Bhagavan as the Guru here, you know. So please come wearing the tiger skin, meaning showing me how to have Shama, Dama, etc., Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhanam, how to have all those things. Please teach me. And then, teach me how to get ready for this knowledge and bless me with the knowledge of being just like you. So, and then, so may you be auspicious, may you teach me Shivoham. This is so what all the papas that stand in my way, all the obstacles, all the previous karmas that stand in my way of pursuing this path and gaining this knowledge, may they all just dissipate right now. This is the power of this mantra. Very, very important. May they all dissipate because I'm invoking Shiva. Shiva means the one who is without Papa. How can if he himself is without Papa and if I am none other than he, then how can he give me karma phala when there is no karma at all? So he has to keep all the karmas on the treetops. They're gone, disappeared, gone with the wind. And then he comes as Adi Guru in the form of Lord Dakshinamurti. He comes to teach with the Trishula, spear, etc. The spear is to protect, and the spear is to go away the raga dveshas and the papas, and then and the tiger skin is to show how to overcome, what is that? Recalcitrant desires, fears, all these things. And then this is what, very powerful mantra it is. Very, very nice. And then further, mantra 11 has another, its own dhyana shloka. प्रसन्नवदनं शान्तं चरितोद्वाहमण्डनम् अम्बया सहितं ध्यायेत् सुरसङ्घैरभिष्टुतम्. Ambaya sahitam dhyayet. Here you think of Lord Shiva along with Amba. Who is Amba? Mother, Parvati. Amba means mother. So think of Shiva as the father along with mother. And how is Shiva now? He's of course Shantam. He's not trying to give you karma phala because you have graduated. You are on the Jnana Marga now. So you're not bothered even if he brings the karma phala. That's why you just say, come on, It's like a mother telling the child, you have played enough, put your toys away. So here you're telling, put the toys on top of the trees. You come and teach me how to be just like you. That's what I want from you. I don't want all these other things. So and the devotee has had a graduation, and so the devotee's wants have matured. Before, I want this, I don't want this. Now, there is what is that? I want to never want again. That is the only thing. And then and so prasanna vadanam shantam charita udvaha mandanam. So so like this. So he is smiling faced now, and he is shanta, very what is that? Peaceful face, smiling, serene face. Saritodvaha mandanam means he is along with it's the marriage scene of Lord Shiva and Parvati. So this dhyana shloka, Charita Udvaha Mandanam, means it's from the marriage moment of them both getting married. In the Puranas and all it comes. So they are holding hands and they are married. And then what does that mean? The marriage is of Jiva and Ishvara on one level. Jiva is being the mantras are the Mahavakyas that come in the Upanishads, Tattvamasi, etc. that teach you that you are one with the whole, you are none other than Bhagavan, you are one with Ishvara. Those are the marriage mantras here. The marriage also, another meaning, can be a commitment of the student, because Parvati is always a student to Lord Shiva in the stories. So she asks a lot of questions, and she has, she has a lot of Shraddha. And so it could be, it could be that as well. Or it could be the third meaning, the marriage could be of Ishvara and Maya, Shakti. So along with that Shakti, you think of Bhagavan here, Sura Sanghaihi Abhishtutam, because the marriage was apparently attended by a whole host of celestials who showered divine flowers on them. It's all there in the, in the Puranas and other texts. And so they who are worshipped, this divine, celestial couple who is worshipped by the all the devas, all the devatas, may you think of it like that, meaning that oneness of knowledge, that oneness of Shakti, and the power and the knowledge residing, you think of that. Okay. And do you want to know what happens if you chant this? Absence of quarrels, oneness. Translating on the everyday as absence of quarrels with important VIPs, with important people, and then, winning enemies outside and within. Who wants to say no to that? And then if you repeat this mantra 10,000 times, the one that's going to come, Vikirita, Vilohita, Namaste Astu Bhagavaha, that one. If you repeat it 10,000 times for 3 nights, along with a fast called Charu Bhojana. I don't know what that entails. Okay, yeah. So maybe some things I know, but this one I don't know. You can look it up. Okay, then afterwards, then you make up a vrata. A vrata means a commitment. After doing this, how many times? 10,000 times for 3 nights. So 30,000 times. After that, another 10,000 times you go to a Shiva temple and go around. 10,000 times only. Okay, and then you'll have everything that your heart desired. So this is the phalashruti of this particular mantra. Vikirita Vilohita Namaste Astu Bhagavaha. So Namaste Astu Bhagavaha. Oh Bhagavan, Namaste unto you. And Bhagavaha here means the one who has 6 bhagas, 6 forms of all, what is that? All kinds of virtues in full measure. Samagram Aishwaryam, overlordship of the highest variety. Nothing, nothing overpowers the Lord. The Lord is not overpowered by anything. And that's why, in the Shiva Stotra, Om Ishaya Namaha, and then Om Anishaya Namaha. Anisha means not Isha. What is this? 1 minute I'm calling him Ishaya Namaha, and then another minute I'm saying you are not Isha. No. Isha na vidyate yasya Anisha. See, if you take a simple negation, Anisha, then it is simple Nanj Samasa. Nanj, it is no Isha. Because un become, applied to any vowel ending word as a prefix negates that. Even in English we have un, kind, unkind. Yeah, Isha, Anisha. So Ishaya Namaha, my namaste unto Isha. Then Anishaya Namaha, my namaste unto who is not Isha. Now here we have to separate the compound slightly differently, very important. Isha na vidyate yasya, for whom there is no another Isha, for whom there is not one more Isha. That is Anisha here. Amazing. The Lord who is not overlorded. So total overlordship, Samagram Aishwaryam, and then what else? Samagra Shrihi, all resources, all wealth. And then what else? Knowledge, Samagram Jnanam, all knowing, and then, Samagram Vairagyam, freedom from want, and then Samagram, Viryam, and samarthya. Virya means the ability to project this world, sustain this world, withdraw this world, all these things, and all kinds of powers. This is the 6 bhagas. So, namaste unto you, oh hey Bhagavaha. And who are you? Who are you? Vikiridaha. Vikirida means the, Vividham Kiranti Himsanti. The one who, what is that? Troubles. It's called Vikiryaha. Vikiryan Dyati iti Vikiryan Dyati iti Vikiridaha. So, the one who troubles, how? By picking the pocket, by doing some kind of mischief, nuisance makers, whether they are, what is that? Whether they are giving you vairagya from your pocketbook or they are giving you mental problems, all kinds of things. So these are called vikirya because vividham kiranti. They spread themselves and trouble you in many, many ways. They too are all pervasive. So the Bhagavan knows you are the devotee. They are not devotees because dharma, they don't know how to spell D for dharma yet. So they are not surrendered to Bhagavan. You are surrendered to Bhagavan. So then what does Bhagavan do? Bhagavan brings the weapons and then troubles them who trouble you. That is why Vikirida. So then Vikirida. So we are invoking Bhagavan as the protector. We already said, you please come with your, what is that, spear as a protector. In the last mantra we had said that. So Vikiridaha, and then what? Vilohita. Vilohita means, usually in the earlier also it had come, it means red color. But here we are not at that level. So we have to take a different meaning. Because, red color, green color, that's okay. That was then. This is now. Or that was Zen, this is Tao. So, Tao means Vedanta, really. It's the knowledge of oneness. So, from the standpoint, we have to say, Lohita means Rajas, red color. Red color stands for Rajas. Brown and black for Tamas. And then white for Sattva. So, red is Rajas. That V is, you can say Visheshena or you can say Vigataha. Means, Visheshena means a specially endowed with Rajas. No, that doesn't fit because we want less of Rajas. Correct? And so, Vigataha, Lohitaha, Yasmat, Saha. From whom Rajas has departed. Virajaha. Vilohita means Virajaha. Virajaha means in whom there is no raga dvesha. That is the one I invoke. He Vikirida, he Vilohita. Vocative, both of them, So Vikirida means the one who hurts the one who hurts me. Yeah. So that is what it is. The enemy of my enemy. Of course, my friend. Correct? The enemy of your enemy is your friend. So this is what Bhagavan is as Vikirida. Vilohita means the one he has no rajas whatsoever. And so only Bhaga, and unto you, namastu, namaste astu, namo astu, and then yahate sahasram hetayah anyam hetayah anyam asmat nivapantu taha. This we have already seen. So, yate, all these hetayah, these hetis means what? What is heti? Yes, weapons. Very good. Weapons. Yeah. Yeah. And then, that which hurts is called heti. All these weapons. So keep your weapons. Now, sahasram hetayah. All these thousands of weapons you have in the form of my own karma directed towards me. And all the people's karma are bundled up together, It's like Christmas presents. Opposite example. In the beginning, let's say the parents, have the Christmas presents for the whole family. They are all together. And then they are separated. But this is when it's all together. Except instead of presents, there are all the punishments for the wrongdoers. And mine is also there. My name, my tag is also there. Okay? So then here the urge is, after nicely calling him Vikirida, Vilohita, Namaste astu he Bhagava. Then what? Then you say, tell him, Yaha te sahastram hetayah santi. All these hetis are there. These weaponries you have in full measure. Thousands of them. I see them, because even though I told you to keep them on the treetop, you have brought them down. And then, Asmat Nivapantu, direct them away from us. Because, direct them to the wrongdoers. We are now we are surrendered to you completely. We said Namaha, and we have been saying Namaha, Namaha. We have finished 300 Namahas in the course of this, this thing itself. And so, please keep them away, and then directed them, just have a last on the list. Maybe the other people can come first, and they can just get the first brunt of this. And because these are all what is that, wrongdoings. And then this another way to look at this is that use it against the people who hurt us. Vikirida. Yes, and though that Vikirida also means the one who removes things inimical within the body, like tumors. Vikirida is the one who takes away the tumors, the one who takes away. This is very important healing hymn, Sri Rudra. And so, Vikirida means the one who takes away all the, tumors, fever, corona, anything that is there that doesn't belong. And then the defense mechanisms in the body are in full swing, the immune system is going wild, trying to catch this intruder. Bhagavan just spirits it away with the help of those weaponry. So direct them elsewhere where they are needed. Don't direct them at my heart, at my mind. That is the thing. So there are other causes of papa. Direct them towards removal of papa rather than chastisement. So, anyam nivapantu means papam nivapantu. Let them take care of all the papas. Leave me free so that I can enjoy this path of moksha. Okay? And the last mantra, I think, that also has what? Adhyana shloka. Very good. Yeah. Sarva papaharam devam sarvabharana bhushitam sarvagudadharam devam sarvalokamaheshwaram. There is a kind of an alliteration, sarva, sarva, sarva. And so, may one, dhyayet, may one meditate upon the Lord as the one who takes away all the papas, who is the self-effulgent one, and who is adorned with all kinds of ornaments, and who is also adorned with all kinds of weaponry, and who is the Lord of the whole universe, who is the great Lord, an unparalleled power of all the whole universe, of all the worlds. You want to know what happens? Okay. So the result of chanting the 12th mantra removes small obstacles in the pursuits. Yeah, small, not the big ones. Big ones you have to chant 5,000 times. And then, so then one gains this mantra siddhi. How do you do this? You follow krichra for a month. Yesterday I explained krichra, right? One day lunch, next day dinner, third day whatever comes. Yeah. And then fourth day nothing. And then so you do this for a whole month. And if you survive it, then all the obstacles from your pursuit will be removed. Okay? Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to chant it 1,000 times, And then, yeah, so first before chanting it, you do krichra for a month. Then you get the eligibility to chant it. And then what do? Then you chant this mantra 1,000 times. Okay? Then Sahasrani Sahasradha Bahuvo Stavahetayah Tasam Ishano Bhagavaha Parachina Mukha Kridhi. We have already seen this. This is making sure that Bhagavan gets the message at the very end of this Anuvakam. Okay. So, Sahasrani Sahasradha. Sahasradha means thousands of ways. Countless, Sahasradha, thousands of varieties. Sahasrani means thousands of weapons. And then in Bahuvaha, Bahuvoho means in your two arms. Tava Hetayah. In your two arms, you have an arsenal of thousands of weapons and thousands of varieties of them. The one that flies in the air, the one that goes in the sea, the one that follows you to the end of the earth. Everything is there. And then Tasam Ishanah, O Isha, and then Bhagavaha, Tasam Ishanah means the one who is, who is the Lord. Bhagavaha, we've already seen, the one who is of many powered one, many bhagas. Parachina, Muparak means away. Mukha, face them the other way. Kridhi, please do. Make them have a 180-degree turn so that they're all not pointed at yours truly. They're away. Parachina, Mukha Kridhi. All these thousands of weaponry that you have, please withdraw them. Withdraw them means withdraw the karma away from me so that I can focus on the knowledge. If at all the karma comes, let the punya come to destroy the old papas, and let this prayer produce more punya to be able to destroy all the papas. And then, so all these upadravas, afflictions, and all these things, kalushas, kalmashas, all them, turn them away. Make them be a boon giver, be a happiness giver. Don't be a chastiser. I've had enough of it, So please take them back. Let them face. There are so many directions in the world. Why do they have to face me? Let them face some other way. Why can't you simply get up and go? Because Bhagavan can focus again. So therefore you tell Bhagavan, you only take them back. You only, what is that? You only turn them away from me. That is what you're telling. So that concludes the 10th Anuvaka. The last Anuvaka will start tomorrow, and that is the class will be from 9:30. So 9:30 in the morning, our time, West Coast time. So wherever you are, you please make the whatever calculations. So 9:30 in the morning to 9:45, something 15-20 minutes, we'll have a centering meditation. 9:45 to 10:45, one class. Then we will have a little bit of a break, and then 11 to 12, one class. This is what we will do on Saturday and Sunday, however long this will take. This 11th Anuvaka is easier because we have studied all these other 10, and then it has a lot of repetition, number 2. And then number 3, it doesn't have dhyana shlokas. It just has the fruits of chanting that particular shloka mantra, but it doesn't have dhyana shlokas. Okay? Yeah. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.